Axel, we're here. It's
What's up,
happening.
brother Etienne? How
How
you
are you?
doing? I'm good. How are you?
It feels like forever, like since we met in New York, and we're here now doing films, soundtracks, and we've done a lot of music together. It's been a long time, right?
It's been 2016. We saw each other for the first time in Brooklyn. I think it was outside Brooklyn Museum. No, it was Brooklyn Library.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Library in near Prospect Park. You were just strolling down the street with Louis, another good friend, Louis Schofield,
Yeah.
and we had the most wonderful days in New York together.
I remember you were making us walk far and farther. You kept saying that we're going to that light, and then we walked for ages. It was our first time in Brooklyn. Me and Louis kept saying, "Ben, why is this taking so long? Like everywhere is so big and huge." And that was my first time there, so you definitely made us have a great experience when we were there.
It was wonderful. I miss it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think we
yeah,
need to do another trip.
I can't wait to get back. Really.
Yeah, I remember when Lewis was telling me about you guys. He was like, I've got these Swedish brothers. They're here recording music. They're really cool. I think you're gonna like them at here. But like when you meet a person for the first time, you're not quite sure how you're gonna connect. And ever since I met you and Adam, we just been like nonstop. Like our work ethic, our creativity, we just been creating stuff ever since. And honestly, I'm glad that we actually met in New York, guys. Honestly, I'm excited about what we're doing together.
I'm very happy, brother. I'm really. It's a really nice journey, and we keep growing together in so many different fields, creative fields. It's very exciting.
And the thing is, the one thing that is quite interesting as well, I was watching a behind scenes uh, footage on YouTube a few minutes ago of Steven Spielberg they were doing this sort of anniversary video with this sound composer, musician that he's been working with for like 50 years, and I've noticed how a lot of film directors and artists and creators find people that work well together. And I feel like me and you, like from the first time we met, like creative wise, like I feed you some ideas and you're ready on it, and you kind of know where I'm coming from without having to explain so much. So that sort of synergy and energy that we are on, it's incredible.
Yeah, and it's really natural. It's as if having a sibling. I have a similar relationship to my younger brother Adam. It's really wonderful to collaborate with people who just gets it. There's no need to explain. It's just there,
Mhm.
and we definitely have that, you and me,
How
together.
do you think, how do you feel about, do you think we've grown as creators over the years, like collaborating?
I think we grow immensely. We we've been testing stuff, and we have I think refined uh, both the visual and the sounds, merging our worlds together. I mean, there's uh, I think there's two or three projects ongoing now. Like the comic book has its world of music as well as the visual world, and then the film that is releasing this year, the difference between us film, has a beautiful story that uh, needed music to go along with it, and it's an honor to be a part of it, as well as Emily. Emily is, created the sounds for the overall soundtrack.
Yeah, I think I've always been drawn to your type of music. Like I think from the get-go, because of like there's a lot of music that get released these days, and few artists are paying attention to the sort of music they're putting out, the sort of message and the depth of the music and how the music connects with us as human beings. And I feel like with your melodies and the way you play piano has always had that sort of an emotional effect on me. And I feel like that's really great for storytelling. And honestly, when we started having this conversation about doing the soundtrack, I was not thinking about anyone better to do this except you.
I'm honored. I'm really honored.
Yeah.
And
You know, your record, Another World, that was like one of my top record. The got me as like, Axel has to do this.
yeah, I'm really glad you say that. And I was fortunate enough to be able to read the early drafts of the script and of the movie, and I remember I think it was 97 pages. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a slow reader. I think I had the script with me to the gym. I was like on the treadmill or on the bicycle, and I had like my phone, and I was just reading, getting into the story every day. And I saw it in front of me, and I still haven't seen the full final version. So I'm really excited. You know how it is to read a book and then to go to the movie theater and see the what do you say, the
Finished picture.
yeah, the manifestation of the words into visual art. And yeah, then the music along with it. It's very exciting, very exciting.
There's so many layers to the film script, and obviously different processes to create the film side from a script, getting the right story, something that you can resonate with, and then handing that over to a musician to sort of like go there now, create something fresh. It's like having the keys to the keyboard and you don't know what you're gonna play for the first time, right? I just wanna get your insight on like what's your creative process? Like when you finish reading the script, how did you start like even building, even playing the first keynotes? Like I love music, I'm fascinated by musicians. I can't play piano myself, but I love watching people.
Yeah, you can stroke a few notes. I
Yeah,
understand.
it will sound like my niece playing, but it'll be too loud. But hey, I always play about like in Princess Square, they've got one lying down at Queen Street in Glasgow. So when I'm gonna get a train, I sometimes play around. So I know where you're coming from. But I just want to know like your creative process. Like once you read the script and you know how it ends, who these characters are, how did you just start getting ideas? I just want to get insight of your like your creative process, your mind, and how your thoughts flow.
Yeah, I think it it has something to do with the connection you have with the director, obviously with you in this case, uh, because it has happened many times now on different projects. For the movie, that there was almost a premonition, because I wrote a song, uh, and you couldn't have known because it was just in my notebook somewhere. I like to just sketch with pencil, and the song basically told the story about my relationship with my younger brother Adam, and it was in the same weeks that you. I think I don't know if you announced the title, or I think you did. You announced the title for the film, and we had the same title. So, and it was like, wait a minute, and I was just like, this is amazing. Like there's something, and then you asked me, are you interested in being part of the music team? And I was just like, I gotta send you something, and I sent you that sketch. I think it was a sketch, and because the movie goes under the name of The Difference Between Us, and the single that is being released now, 28th of January, the first teaser, it's The Distance Between Us.
Yeah.
And the lyrics also merged together with the theme of the movie. So well, I don't know how to explain it. It was something something was there before we even knew it was there. It was just written in the stars.
And waiting just to be touched. That's it. That's quite interesting how I could be working on something, right, completely different from what you're working on, but they sort of align in a way and at the right timing. And I think that's why I always say
Parts of the world. I mean, we didn't speak about. I usually don't speak about the creative process of new songs before they're born, before they're like, oh, I know what this one wants. Because if you give it away too early, it might change.
yeah.
It could be better, but our souls and minds were aligned somehow. It was just working on another level before, and I'm really glad. It began there, and Jerry Silla was part in the production, and he mixed it. So we're very excited.
How was that like working with Jerry Sira on this one? Because obviously we've done so many things together for Beats of War, like all these soundtracks. Like when you guys say that, okay, we're now gonna do a film's soundtrack. This is gonna sound huge. It's gonna have different layers to it, depth, and it has to be grand. So if it's playing in a cinema, it takes all the boxes. How was that? How did you guys approach that? Did you have any different approach? How was your creative process with him?
Yeah, we were lucky to. I know that I'm really glad that you are secretive. We were lucky to eventually get a little glimpse of the ending of like, I think it was an ending idea. I'm not sure if that's the way the movie ends, but we definitely we were watching that together, and I have the sketch in DAW soft music software, and just feeding off of those visuals. There's so much emotion in this movie. It's very powerful, and it began. Jerry is a wonderful producer to work with because he's very fast. He doesn't wait around. He just brings the guitar up or whatever. And we also decided to record drums, and I'm really happy. We were just actually fantasizing, oh, what if Eric Bodin would love to play drums on this, because he's very busy. He's playing with Little Dragon, another band from Sweden. And we were just like, oh, maybe he can play. And we were like not believing it because, he's busy touring America. But then he's just like, yeah, I'm down. So we got him to lay drums, and one thing led to another, and all of a sudden the joint was there.
And the thing is, because I wasn't able to attend the session, but I felt like I was there because of the snippets that you were sending me. But I could tell from the photos and everybody you brought together to work on this song, there was that good energy, the vibes. You guys were enjoying being in the studio. I've posted this recent clip of you playing the piano for the first time, and everybody's like, yo, that sounds so strong and emotional. We can't wait for that to come out. So I'm really excited about the song to come out. And do you want to tell people about how we ended up with the title, The Distance Between Us? I know a lot of people be like, so why is it called The Distance Between Us? No, the title of the film, But there's actually a reason to that, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a reason. The movie, which you will all see in theaters.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
And we're excited to have it in Sweden as well. It has the story. You can read about it in iMDB now. But the song talks about, which it's very related to the movie. It talks about when two human beings, souls, are close to each other, close, and the dynamics of the relationship vary. It can go up and down, and in some points it can really feel like there is a distance between. Even if you're with them, you're not on the same page of the script. It's like there is something not running smoothly, and the chorus goes, there's a distance between us, but there's no difference between us. And that's quite a deep meaning, because the meaning of that is that the distance obviously arises in the mind, like we are feeling good, bad, or we're in different places. But if we go deeper and connecting again, which will happen with all human beings if you want to, then you recognize that there is no difference between you, really. I mean, on the deeper level, we are all the same. We're all, brothers and sisters here on the planet, and so yeah.
You know what? We're connected. And the thing is, that's why I like working with you, actually, because you saw the script and you made something that sort of ticks all the boxes based on what the story is going on. And for me, if you ask me based on the title of the song, it could sort of look at the distance between the protagonist and the mother, and also maybe the distance between these characters who are living this world, and they're all constantly clashing and trying to understand each other. And you've explained that beautifully, through music, and you just kind of took that to translate it really well, which I'm really excited about. So guys, I don't know, you've heard from the main man, Axel J. You have to go check him out. Do you want to tell people where to find you on Spotify, everywhere?
Yeah. Check us out. Jade Jane, JADEDJANE. We are available on streaming platforms, and we also do physical stuff.
Nice.
This is the product placement here.
Nice.
I'm allowed to do that because
of course. I'm gonna take some links so I can put it in the video, so people, if they want to purchase some of the previous stuff, they can check it out. Honestly, Axel, it's been an absolute pleasure, like, working with you on this. It's like, when you meet people in life and then you're about to work on something, and then there's no that sort of, you're not connecting, the energy's not there. When working with you, it's like I just say one thing or you tell me one thing, and then we just go there and make it happen. And I just like that sort of collaboration with you. It's just you just get shit done, basically. So I'm gonna have to put basically, and every time you send me a little snippet, I'm like, okay, I see where we're going, and it gets better and better. And yeah, I'm very excited for this to come out.
Happening, going down this year.
Yeah. It's gonna be
coming, and then I guess there's a trailer coming at some point. So
many things on the way. So many things on the way. Listen, thank you so much for chatting with me, and I think people are gonna enjoy this joint. We're gonna post this out, and if people want to go check you out on Spotify, Apple Music, check his vinyls, buy all his music. I put all your music on my playlist. I've created a Jelly Gen playlist on my Spotify. There's a lot of music that has different layers, emotion that you've created in the past. And if people want to get the vibe of what we got coming, they can go check out your music. But we also got some like superhero sounds that we've sort of collaborated on, which are fire. So yeah, Axel, thank you so much. And I cannot wait for the single to come out.
Likewise.
Let's sign.
And one last thing about connections. I mean, the new this is for the superhero comic book. The way that was created was quite remarkable as well, because we were speaking the day before the studio session, you and me. We were quite late in the communication. Everyone was busy. And you were telling me basically what the issue is about and what is going down in the comic book. And I wrote a little bit down, and then I woke up like 5:30 by myself. I usually don't go up that early. We were meeting at 9, and the whole song was there. It was not there like this. It was just I just heard the first sentences, and my phone, and I wrote the 3 verses.
Then
I had, before 9 o'clock, when I met Erika and Jerry, I just said, I have something here. It might be something. I don't know what it is. And I played it, and then boom, they were like, shit, that's it.
It's very fascinating. I don't know, because I've been with.
Where does it come from? I don't know. I think from Kepler or something.
You know, I was in the studio with you and Jerry. I think Louis was there as well. And I saw your writing process. You know, you start off humming something, and then you add in words. And it's tough, because I was there in the back trying to figure out some words to feed you. But it looked like you and Louis were like next level writing style, you know? So the way you come up with the music and the way you write it fast, and I think with your experience and how many years you've been doing music, I think it comes naturally to you. It's so beautiful to see, and the way you connect words to make meaning of what's happening in the story, which is fantastic. Honestly, I can't wait for people to listen to this song. I've played it in my car, my speakers in the house, different places, and it's gonna appear in the film as well, and a very important part of the film. So yeah, it's exciting working with you, man.
Yeah. I think it's the more you grow, I think you learn that you just need to get out of the way and tell the story. Because if you get in the way, you won't be able to tell it. You just, you have to be very sensitive to what is coming to you, and then write it down, or just like you film it, express it, and don't because I don't want to say it's mine. I don't know. It was there. I can't claim it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm part of the process, but it's I'm a radio transmitter, and the transmission comes from somewhere else.
And then goes through you. And the thing I like about you as well, I think I work the same way. I don't get over obsessive over a project. When something comes naturally, I don't want to do too many changes. I just go with how I feel, just go with the flow, and sometimes when you're a creative person and you're super obsessive over something, sometimes you end up never having to release it. And I think yeah, and for us, we kind of always had these ideas. We're like, oh, this works, the hook is there, and we've built from there, and we make it happen. So, and it's been great, man, just watching you work, and every day inspired.
Back at you.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you soon in IRL.
Yes, for sure. And you know what? We're gonna put this in the universe. We're gonna work on another next big budget film, me and you, and we're gonna create bigger music, bigger films together, and it's gonna happen from now on after this film. So I'm very excited. Yes.
That's the new one.
That's the new one. That's how it begins. Just tin, tin, tin. It's like the notes from Dark Knight Rises when Hans Zimmer plays. Dun, dun. You just start with those two notes, and everything is history. I can't wait for people to hear you, to hear the song when it comes out on 28th. And they can go and check it out on your Spotify. It will be out. And maybe next week we can tease them with a cover. What do you think?
Yes, I think we should.
All right, perfect. Anyway, Axel, I'm going to sign out right now. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll see you soon.